lives. Reckless minds in chaos they dive. The fool's gold glistens but the shine won't last. Living legends of the cringe outcast. Lockout test, they flex. Walking punchlines, chaos connects. Jackasses of the LCU's jest. Cameras rolling, put pride to rest. Lockout test, they flex. Walking punchlines, chaos connects. Jackasses of the LCU's jest. Cameras rolling, put pride to rest. Put pride to rest. Keep up.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Locale Test. I don't know how Knightmare does his intro. I'm going to be honest. I'm usually trying to get to bed before he pops on stream. Stream. I'm not in any mental state to be doing this. I'm currently stressed out trying to figure out the location of one of our dearest and nearest members, and that is Glammy Lammy. I'm about to put Knightmare up on the screen, but first I have to fix the OBS because it's giving me some problems because Knightmare shouldn't have trusted me. I'll just leave it. I'll leave it at that. But 3, 2, 1, boom. All right, let me undeafen myself, and then we will see how my boy Knightmare's doing. Give me a second. And Knightmare, my friend. My pal, can you hear me? Because I can't hear you.
I'm muted, that's why. Not interested.
Ah, well, how you doing, buddy? My camera's not on.
I'll be honest with you, I feel like absolute shit.
You feel like absolute shit. You
Bad,
look great.
Man. Yeah?
Yeah.
I feel beautiful.
You look beautiful.
Thank you, man. No, last night, I forgot my fucking, a little blanket and a pillow for, my, little sleeping area. So, last night, it got so fucking cold. And luckily, I bought a poncho. So this is genuinely what I had to do. So I got my poncho stretched out to lie over me, cocooned myself. That wasn't working. I'll be honest with you, I feel like I was all in and out sleeping for about 12 hours. I went to sleep about, fucking 2:30 in the morning to be awake for now. And I was like, oh, it's not working. It's, still, fucking 4:30. I swear I haven't slept at all. So I got, one of the third coating for my tent and just wrapped that around me to try and contain more heat. I'm not even joking. I literally slept in that.
Dude, that is, my ideal sleeping situation. Honestly, being if I'm in a tent, I'd prefer it to be cold than be hot and humid any day of the week.
It were I think it was close to the minuses last night, but I was so
yeah, but you're a Celsius guy. I'm a Fahrenheit guy.
So yeah, Celsius is a little bit better to be honest with you. I'm gonna worry about those fucking ridiculous numbers, but whatever's fucking It was so hot all day yesterday, so I only had shorts and a vest. I haven't really got any. I didn't pack well for rain.
Oh no! Oh no! And you're in the UK, so it's always raining. What did you do?
Well, it's a chance of it raining, but I was like, nah, it's gonna be a good one. Fuck it. I got one pair of jeans, and I think I have a t-shirt. I haven't got a hoodie or anything.
I've got a poncho. Right. You got
my
this.
Poncho.
That is cute.
A weather bite.
It's actually a really nice poncho.
It's pretty good, man. It cost me £20. I'm like, yeah, I get that.
Comfortable.
This poncho saved my life last night.
I bet it did. I bet it did. I got a question real quick.
Go on.
What happens if you turn your phone sideways? Will the camera turn sideways?
Oh shit! Yeah, that's a good point. Actually, I'm not used to fucking doing this.
Look at that! Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. We've got widescreen Knightmare, and now I could disappear, put you on full screen, and it'd be like good old Test. They wouldn't have to deal with seeing me, but I'm not gonna do that. unless requested.
Look, I appreciate you helping out, man. Really, I do.
Of course,
Thank you
of
very much.
course. So, I
Have you seen
guess
one?
no, you go on. This is your show.
No, for real, go for it. My brain's still fucking
All
cooking,
right, I
bro.
was just gonna ask if you wanted to fill them in on how traveling went and let them know basically what you've been up to today at the festival.
So I've literally just woken up to this, so not so much today. I did a fair bit yesterday. The problem with traveling down, it was so hot.
Mm-hmm.
We just wanted to get in like quick time. Like majority of the burns on me, I burned up a right can, to be honest with you.
You can get sunburned in the UK.
Yeah, dude.
I'm learning, dude. I'm learning. Okay, this is
Mm.
great. I'm happy to be here.
I don't even know if I probably have a bit of a. Oh my god.
Dude,
Well,
if you painted
that
in
luck.
if you painted in all of the areas that aren't burnt, you'd have the Deadpool look going on.
I know.
It's crazy.
It's not bad actually. Yeah. So these are going back on. Fuck that. Um, so yeah. So like, fuck that was wild. Uh, the walk there was fucking horrific, man. It was so much shit to carry, and I'm like, fucking, I was dying. And then like we get here, we get all set up, and my mate goes, "Oh, I brought smelling salts." I'm like, "Why have you brought smelling salts?" He's like, "Just in case I get tired." I'm like,
It's a smart man. Smart
So
man.
we've all given it a go. I actually have a review for my vlog on that and what it's like. So I've never done them before. It's fucking horrific. I'm not gonna lie. And then it clicked to me. I was like, "Well, hang on a second." I was like, "Why didn't you offer them when we were lugging like all this fucking heavy weight?" And he was like, "What do you mean?" I was, "Dude, this is where like Dan, he's a lovely dude, but he's Polish, right? And he likes to invent his language barrier when it suits him." When he realizes he's done a fucking stupid mistake, he'll be like, "Well, what you mean, camping?" I'm like, no. Listen here, motherfucker. I said, when we were walking to the camping spot, I was like, why didn't you offer that then? That would have been useful. Going uphill with all that shit. And he goes, God. I'm like, oh,
I mean, look, no pain, no gain. Okay, we learn, or we grow from that harms us. But we just got a 10 from Lucifina, who says, "Too bad you didn't have an ostrich to carry your items." Laughing emoji, laughing emoji while crying. Maybe next time. And also, I know it's gonna be hard for you to see the chat since you're on mobile, but she's also gifted 2 memberships separately, and then we've also got Neverender for 1 gifted Locale Test membership, and then we've got Jared the Red as well for 1 Locale Test gifted membership.
Jesus. The
We're
awesome
all
guys,
caught
I
up.
appreciate it. Are the gifteds actually working?
The gifteds are.
Are they giving out to people? Because we're
It looks
fucking
like
problems.
they are, yes.
Oh, I
So
fucking bang tidy.
Marie A received the first one. Make sure you thank Lucitina. Soka Tai received the second one from Neverender. And then
No.
Sunfish, Sunfish
My fucking
969
God.
received the other one from Lucitina, and now I've actually lost the chat. So give me a second. I pushed the button on my mouse and the chat went away.
So good.
But right now we're sitting at 3 new members, so that's good. Now,
You
did you have
beautiful
any
bastards.
goals you wanted me to put up on the screen for you, or should we just leave it how it is?
I don't know, to be fair. I had an idea where I kind of fuck with Wally a little bit, and because the smelling salts are fucking, I want to use them, but I want to use them in a funny way. So I figured if he falls asleep, or if I like snuck into his head and just stick it under his nose.
Yes.
The idea came from, it popped into my head, and I haven't told anyone, but it literally came into my, because it's all like powdered, right, but it's just really strong pheromones. And I was thinking, I was imagine like if someone's asleep, you just throw it into their face.
Yeah, or just
the
just kind of
escalation-
just
like the escalation of how it would work, right? Because you're only meant to take like a little sniff, aren't you? But the escalation of it affected you would just keep rapidly building because it's just attached to your face.
dude,
So I was like, that's fucking funny. I
guess
that.
see how close you can get them to his nostrils before he reacts while he's asleep. Like just go slowly and see how close you can get before he just goes up and just you know. Just
For
freaking
real,
out.
yeah.
Jared
If
the
we-
Red sent another gifted.
Oh, the awesome about Jared Red. Appreciate you, brother. All right. We set a goal. Like, do 200.
200.
200.
200
I'll
gifted.
I'll fuck a welly with the smelling salt, and I'll record it for the vlog.
All right. I'll just put 200 gifted smelling salt prank. How does that work? Keep it as minimum words as possible.
200 what?
200 gifted. Isn't that what you said?
No, no gifted. Jesus Christ,
Oh.
no, just $200.
Okay, $200. That's even more doable. All right.
Yeah,
so you're
yeah,
gonna see a
200
random
gifted is
goal
fucking gnarly to it.
pop up on the stream. Give me a second. Let me get this put in.
Yo, come on. So, what do you think of live, by the way?
Give me 1 second. I'm terrible at
Alright.
multitasking.
You're okay. So am I. I don't know if you can see it, guys, but I'm fucking.
All right, and I'll put it at the top of the screen. But what were you saying
Beautiful.
about live?
I was saying, what do you think about live today? Like, all time.
You know, if you would have asked me an hour ago, I would have been able to give you a straight answer right then. But I thought it was
Yeah.
I thought it was okay. I just with Rastov not showing up, that's kind of fishy, because it could be there could be multiple different explanations, and we can speculate, right? He could have gotten a tattoo today and vlogged it, and we wouldn't know.
I think he's gone to America early.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't
explain.
know why. I feel like that would make sense.
Early, so I don't know. See, because if he did, that would be a while. He'd be here for a while, right? And if that's the case, he's away from his woman for a while. And if there's one thing I know about Rastov, he doesn't like to spend much time away from his lady. Understandable, right? But
Yeah,
that
of
was,
course.
besides like his injury and stuff like that, that was another key feature of him not being at Fat Camp, was 2 weeks away from his woman. It's just, it's a lot of time to be away. Lucifina for $2 says, F the Ultra guy.
The awesome about Lucina.
I thought
Yeah,
Ultra
fuck that
was
guy.
great.
Oh, dude, come on.
What?
Who?
He was funny.
not
He
see the
made me
fucking-
laugh.
Did you not see the DMs I put up in Discord main?
No,
But
I
he
have...
just like spammed me. I'm like, bro, I'm enjoying the festival. Get the fuck out of here, you tubby one-legged bitch. Like, fucking get away from me. Like, I am trying to fucking enjoy this festival. Like, are you spamming me going, oh, bitch, we're gonna do so well. I'm like, no, we're not. No, we're not. You reek of desperation and fucking piss.
Alex Jones for $10 sent a gay flag emoji and a frog emoji. I think we all know what that refers to.
Appreciate you.
What do you think about the disappearances? Because, with Rastov, we did talk about that a little. But that
Cool.
going along with, Glammy being missing at the same time.
I think there's going to be either like weird hype for this missing shit. Isn't it 3 hosts now that are affected by this, or is it 2? I can't remember. I'm losing track of who's going missing.
Hold up. Maybe you know something that we don't, Knightmare.
Well, no, I thought it was 3 or something like that, because I know more people added to it. I read of like one message in Discord main. I'm like, oh, cool.
Oh yeah, I made a joke about
no, wait,
that.
never mind.
Though.
They were making jokes about you going missing.
Yeah.
Alright. Maybe someone should look them up. Forget it. But I just think it's like bullshit, like hype. I don't know. It's a bit weird. I think Glammy might have had a serious case, and like they're harping on the missing thing, so Rastov can do something he needs to do. Maybe it might be something really simplistic and boring. Maybe it's the tattoo.
Yeah,
but like,
with Glammy,
there's no way that tattoo email was real. By the way,
do what?
There's no way that tattoo email was real.
What do you mean?
I just don't buy it.
I buy.
I don't buy the professional studio uses email in fucking the year 2025. I just don't.
I think it's real.
Do you? Do you think
Yeah.
an artist, which bear in mind, one of the trickiest times of the year to get fucking to get any form of like work at the moment.
Yeah, I
Would turn
do.
someone down over the kind of content they do.
I think that's the exact time they would turn them down because it could be harder to get other work if you're associated with this Rastov guy who's associated with this Boogie guy who fake cancer. Who brought Ultra up in here?
Bruh,
I
you have
didn't.
until Monday, Tubby. Get the fuck out here.
I didn't bring him
Monday.
up.
Again, that's strike 2, motherfucker. Don't lose your internship too quick now. Dude, I'm not fucking dealing with this absolute fucking Tubby retard.
Hold
I can't.
up. Just so we're clear,
No
you can look
talent,
on
bro.
OBS. You can look on OBS.
I know.
My hands
That's
are
2
up.
strikes, motherfucker. You got 1 more, and I'll get you fucking intern roll remove. How about that? Fucking
gonna-
test my gangs. How about that for lolcow test? You don't even know what lolcow test is, bro. That's what pisses me off about it. He's like, all the other shows are all drama focus and headbutt, and so like, what's wrong? I don't see the problem. Like, that's not what test is. And that's what pisses me off by it, is the man hasn't even done any ounce of research into the show that I care about and cultivated. And he just thinks that he's gonna step in by throwing his stupid shit money at people. Like, oh, hire me, please. I beg of thee. Bring me in from waiting, please. Here's
Nusu.
$20. Please bring me up.
Nusu gave you one gifted, but then I didn't read it
Yeah,
out
but
yet.
it's-
So now Nusu's saying that I scammed, and I accept that. Chromagato
Okay.
for $2 says, "Can't we all just get along with 3 crying emojis?" The emotion is real.
No comment, but diolch.
I guess we can all get along. But so, what are your plans for this week, and how long is the festival? How long am I not going to be sleeping?
So, like, it goes on till Sunday night. I'll be leaving and coming back, like, home on Monday. So yeah, it's literally it's 5-day event, 3 days of live bands. And I'm back in normality on Monday, and then I gotta deal with whatever fucking shit Keen was left on a test doorstep. Alright.
No,
I couldn't get 1 day though. Fucking annoying as shit. I'm pissed off about that actually.
What kind of content can the testies be expecting? Because with music, copyright issues are a big issue.
So I got my lav mics for Rode, which are pretty good at taking away background audio. It's a fucking nightmare. I was trying to funny. I was trying to vlog like some of the village area, but with everyone like moving in to like camp up and stuff, it's so fucking busy. There's just no space to even consider to even potentially fucking set anything up.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit fucking jarring. So I've done some of my skits, some of the stuff that was like planned for me to do. It's just doing the rest of them. And today, I have a stack of can collection, which is great. So the beer jousting's going to be done today. It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to that.
Now, what about some interviews with some pedestrians or different IRL style stuff that we may not be expecting.
I don't know what the fuck I'd ask him. I mean, honestly, I don't know. So I got the Sister Butch confessional thing I got to do today. So that's gonna be fun. So I brought like the cardboard from one of my cans of like Dead Man's Finger, so I can like make a little sign out of it and be like free confessionals. And then so hopefully I get free confessionals coming in, and we get some reactions. I think that's gonna be interesting.
It definitely would be interesting. That or I mean, I don't know. Being in an IRL situation, there's limitless things you could do. I mean,
It is.
if you let the chat control your actions with TTS like the last day you're there, things could go crazy, dude. It could be insane.
It's difficult though.
Oh yeah,
it's like the 5 is so fucking bad here. It's good and then it's terrible. Like, in my tent is fucking great right now, but I'm really really happy it's not dropped yet.
Yeah, I mean the quality
Like,
looks good on my side. I can see your nose hairs. I'm kidding.
That's awesome.
You can see mine though.
Good. But no, it's good because it's like fucking. Last thing I want is for any any issues with it dropping. But it's like it's so temperamental walking around.
I don't think
So
anybody would
I don't know
fault
what the
you
fuck I'm
for
gonna
it,
be able to
and
do.
you've got a pretty loyal viewer base too. Alex Jones for $5 says, "Can we have a peek outside of the tent?"
Who's going?
Let's see. I'll
You
full
also know, by the
screen
way,
you.
Alex Jones.
I'll full screen you. I want to see outside of this tent. That's a big old tent.
Oh yeah, I don't fuck about. Let me rotate my camera. Oh yeah,
Oh wow, it
fan
looks like
collection
Skid Row.
for beer Johnson.
Oh,
Fucking, it's nuts.
I saw a
Yeah, it's
rainbow
just one part of
teepee.
the site. Huh?
I saw a rainbow teepee. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, there's loads of fucking funky tents this year. To be fair,
Do you
there's
think
like one that's like download specific over there.
how much of a dono would it take for you to just go on a little bit of an adventure and find the funniest looking person you could? Not today's stream, but just any stream.
We could look at doing that on the weekend. I think that'd be worth doing because it'd be nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
At nighttime it'll be easier. Okay.
And there's probably a
To
lot
get
of
shit
funny
done.
looking people.
No, you won't get shit like that here. Luckily, anyway.
Did
Although to be
anybody
fair, it has
understand
changed a
that?
lot since I first started coming here. Like the festival's so much bigger now than when I first started coming to these events. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, we could set something like that up. The problem is trying to find like a way where the 5G is not being so stressed that I can maneuver shit. That's why I said I'd vlog it. I never said that I would be able to stream because I was worried about letting people down.
Mm.
Like even this, I'm glad it's fucking working, but I was really worried it wasn't. Yeah. I got the T-Rex outfit I got to use today as well. I forgot about that.
Okay, so we got a T-Rex outfit. Do you have a nun outfit? I can't remember the correct word for it.
Yeah.
All right, I
A
thought
habit.
so. A habit. Yes, a habit. I've got a lot of habits. Most of them are bad.
Me too. Including doing retarded shit. Like this. But yeah, so the T-Rex thing, a buddy of mine called Welly, that's his nickname. He's got a T-Rex suit as well. So he's in the vlog a lot because to be fair, I told him some ideas and he's like, yeah, let's do this as well. So he's game for like most of the stuff, which is awesome. But he's got his own T-Rex suit, so we're gonna run around the village, get some stuff, and then we're gonna have a T-Rex fight.
So is there okay? So the T-Rex fight, that'll be pretty funny. Especially if you both have to like go by a certain set of rules, like you can only extend your arms a certain amount or something like that, and certain motions are prohibited.
I thought it'd be funny if like someone's about to take like a selfie or a group photo, and we just jump in front of the camera and just start scrapping each other.
Dude, I'm gonna start throwing ideas at you, okay? If you don't mind.
Yeah, go for it. I'll take anything, dude.
I think you should have a counter on the screen for the whole time you're there to see how many people's pictures you can photobomb. That's something I love doing on
With the T-Rex
vacations.
thing?
No, just in
That
general.
is something.
Just while you're walking around, just let's see how many people you can photobomb. I love that shit.
I wouldn't mind trying. I whenever I see one that's playing, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll just like in the background, like just do a little meme face, and I'll just be caught in the edge, and I know I'm there. I'm immortalized in someone's phone album. Let's go.
We've got Rhodey for $20 who says, I've watched download footage for years after the fact. Amazing festival. Who are you excited to see? Let me give that a little heart.
Yeah, hello, by the way. I appreciate the donation, buddy. So there's a good couple of bands I want to see, but I've seen them before. The only band really that I haven't seen before is Sleep Token. So that's going to be nuts. I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah, Sleep Token's going to be fucking amazing. Apparently they're phenomenal live, so I'm willing to give Rise Against another go. Hopefully they don't sound like shit this time. Green Day, the classic, you know what I mean? Can't go wrong with a bit of Green Day.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. I've only been to one concert in my whole life.
Really?
But it was Loverboy opening for Foreigner. So I saw Loverboy and Foreigner. And Loverboy, for those of you who don't know, there's a let me find a reference to Loverboy that I think a good amount of people will understand. Chris Farley doing the Chippendales skit on Saturday Night Live played a Loverboy song. You know, everybody's working for the weekend. It's a good song. And then Foreigner, come on, I want to know what love is.
I have you on speaker, right?
Jukebox Hero.
Awake. It's just you.
Dude, I will gladly talk to random people if that's something people wanted to see.
We can definitely do that.
There's so many things you could do. It's just, you know.
I don't think anyone would say anything to that.
Nah.
But just in case they do.
Just let them know who you work for, bro. Be like, I work for fucking Killer Keemstar, okay?
That is cringe, though. Imagine me like, give me respect. I work for Keemstar.
No, you
We're not one of those, dude. No, fuck that.
Yeah, well, that's why you're not in first place right now, is because you're
Although
not.
When I found out, when I found out about Ultra, I had a notification. I was in like one of the big tents, like the doghouse, and that's where they have like fucking music play for everyone to fucking chill to and have a good time with. And I was like, "There's no fucking way." I was like, "I'll be right back, boys." And I fucking like sprinted away from the tent so they couldn't hear any copyright music. And I fucking went in members' way in, and I'm just pacing back and forth this side path where everyone's walking up and down. They just look at me like I'm a lunatic. I'm like, "I'm not dealing with you, fat retard. I'm not fucking dealing."
Yeah, you're just yelling.
Yeah, dude, I was losing my fucking mind. I'm like, "There's no way I'm dealing with this." Like, fuck that, dude.
So, have you seen any upside down pineapples yet?
No, I have not seen any upside down pineapples.
All right, well, you gotta be on the lookout for that. We should have the chat come up with a scavenger hunt you can do one of these days or throughout the week.
Ooh, what are we thinking about grabbing?
So definitely that. Maybe a used condom could be an item that you add to it. Tramp stamp. Somebody with a tramp stamp could be on the list. A mullet. There's gotta be multiple mullets out there. That shouldn't be a hard one.
You want me to steal a mullet off someone?
No, just if you see some guy with a mullet, you know, at an event like that, you might see some boobies. So if you see some boobies, we could probably add that to the list. I'm trying to think of what else.
Yeah, you do, but again, TOS, Twiggy, okay?
No, I mean, there's nothing wrong with saying you saw boobies. You can still add that to the scavenger hunt. You just wouldn't be able to show the boobies, unfortunately. I know we'd all like to see a nice pair of boobies, but... TOS, even though education, art, you know, all that, whatever.
Yeah, well, you know, naked yoga is a fucking thing, but God forbid we want to show a fucking nipple.
Yeah, dude. And I like nipples, honestly. Nipples are cool.
Nipples are cool.
Yeah, they come in all shapes and sizes. It's awesome. Jethro Reacts Gaming Fan, you'll have to forgive me for pointing out all of his comments. That's my manager, so I gotta show him the respect he deserves. But, he said, I was working for Killer Keemstar for 4 days, and it's been an amazing 4 days. I am so sad it's over. Jethro, you're not fired. Our stream got to 100 likes. You're good. You're not fired. I talked to Keem. He said that you are a valued asset and that we'd never get rid of you. Knightmare can back this up, right, Knightmare?
Look, if that's what Twiggy's saying, you gotta believe him, bro. It is what it is, right? At least you're doing a good job as a manager, you know?
A great job.
You're getting them do the likes rolling in and that, getting donations rolling, dude. You do better than what I had to deal with.
Yeah, great job. SSO Michelangelo is a great guy, but he's got nothing on my boy Jethro Reacts.
Yeah, exactly. And then, you know, Keem thought, like, you know what? Like, fucking Knightmare, I only have one terrible week that, like, financially crippled Test. Like, he obviously hasn't had enough fucking kick in the fucking teeth. You know what I mean? He's still got a few teeth left. Let's just fucking add another fucking clown to the fucking mix. Like, cheers, mate. Cheers, buddy. Appreciate you.
Manic Ninja says it's Jethro getting
solo
paid.
it. I was like, fucking right I can. Fucking right I can solo it. What?
We got 5 gifted members. Do you want to guess who they're from?
You just.
Nope.
Go on, Nusu.
Nope. 2 more guesses. Nope. One more guess.
All right. Let me have this one. Give me a second.
Don't go looking.
There's a lot of fucking big donate. I'm not looking. I fucking got my phone on site.
You will never guess it.
All right. Okay. Go on. Tell me. Is it Jared? Jared?
It's Never Ender. I said you'll never guess it. Come on, that was a hint.
Fuck off.
Come on,
Never
man.
Ender the Ultimate, brother. I appreciate you.
I tried.
Well, you know,
I tried.
you try, you fail, you try, you fail.
I don't like running OBS on another show because then I feel like I'm talking too much.
No, you're fine, mate. You're fine. I need this because I've just woken up, so I need that. I need that ADHD energy.
The ADHD energy is going to start talking about some random stuff that has nothing to do with anything. Somebody just clipped the facial reaction he just made. We need to make a soy jack out of that.
Look how white I am.
You are fairly white. Lucifina for $2. Says, oh, it's a super sticker. It says cool. It's a little pear going. It's cute.
Go.
Yeah. He's not making that face. He's smiling.
I love a good pair. Yeah, dude.
In a second, I'm going to have to walk away for 1 second just because I've got to get something out of my car and tinkle.
Yeah.
Eventually, I'm going to get my sister's account in the Discord. You know, my sister kind of looks like me when I was dressed as you, but a woman, right? I'm going to get her account in the Discord. That way I can call in IRL. Like, I can just leave the setup and just call in.
That'd be cool.
It'd be fun, but I've got to get something out of my car, and then I've got to pee, but I'm going to wait a minute. I'll do it when we get another like 5 or something. I'll hold my pee until then.
I don't know. Is my camera frozen?
No, your camera's not frozen. You're just sideways right now.
Yeah,
You're in portrait, but it's probably just because you exited the app real quick or something.
Oh, so I'm in portrait? Ah, fuck me.
No, you're good now. You were good. Go back. Turn it back.
No, wait, I'm good now?
You're good now. Yeah, you're good now.
Oh,
it's confusing.
yeah, I'm just like trying to find a way if I can get a live chat. There we go. Now I can see the live chat and I can see you.
All right, cool. So, as I said, you know, I'll pee eventually. Right now, I'm just kind of in a weird spot because this would be the time where I'm like convincing myself to wind down for sleep, but now I'm convincing myself to wind up, not for sleep. So like I've got a caffeinated beverage, but like it's low, so I'll have to do something with that. We got another super sticker. It's the devil.
Fucking ostrich lover, you son of a bitch. Chroma with the 5. What the fuck? Diolch yn fawr. Ostrich, I can't thank you because I fucking hate ostriches. No, I'm joking. Diolch yn fawr.
What's your beef with ostriches?
I do fucking hate ostriches. What?
No, I actually kind of know the answer to this question, but we can get into it in a little. Right now, that 5 gifted, that's good enough. That's more than $5. I'm gonna go tinkle.
All right. Yeah, awesome. Appreciate you. You crack on, bro. I'll hold them for a little bit.
Hold the fort down. Hold up. Let me grab them real quick.
Mr. Dixon Butts. How's the weather, Nightmare? It's pissing it down bad here in the southwest. Dude, I'll be honest with you, it's fucking beautiful. I don't know if you could tell, I have the biggest twat tan on my face I've ever fucking had in my entire life. Just to show you how fucking ridiculous I look right now. It's fucking ridiculous. So, my fucking arms are burnt as shit as well. The back of my neck is fucked. Yeah. Not great. Jono, the alcohol for being cash out for 2 months. Go outside and shout Alan. Oh god, no, we're starting this. Alan! Okay, all the tards are still asleep. No one responded. That actually hurt me a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, these ostriches and these sunfish, they're everywhere. They fucking are, dude. I don't know. It's so weird. Looks beautiful there. Yeah, it's amazing, honestly. It's a really great event. I'm definitely gonna. So yesterday I didn't get to do a lot of vlogging. Like I said, it was so chaotic. I couldn't even hold my camera up because of how packed the fucking village was. Because everyone's traveling in and that and setting up. And like today's gonna be a little bit of people traveling, but it's not gonna be anywhere near as chaotic as it was yesterday. So I'll be able to do a lot more, you know. We should be able to get a lot of cool footage today to make up for yesterday's like lack of footage. So I'm looking forward to that. What bands are you seeing in Nightmare? I remember you saying, but I forgot. Quite a few bands, to be fair, but like I can't remember on top of my head. But Unprocessed is a band I fucking love. They're very underrated. You know, Sleep Token, Green Day, Korn. Fuck, I'm trying to remember all the other bands that are there. I can't remember on top of my head, I'll be honest with you. But like, there's a lot of bands I'm seeing. A lot of bands. Definitely making the most out of this festival. Miss Music Festivals, haven't been to one in so long. Yeah, no, I feel you. They're fucking, they're amazing. You know, they are like fucking amazing. Did you remember or did you forget Jared? Jared, what? Wait, what? Wait, did we miss something? Well, Miss Sugar's playing. Yeah. They are. They're great live. So I'm looking forward to seeing them again. So everyone is camping for bands and concerts. Yeah. So this is a fucking a 5-day event. So like it's 2 days of like camping and like just getting drunk and having a good time, meeting people and stuff like that. And then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are when the bands start. And that's gonna be fucking great. It's gonna be really, really cool. Warped Tour. I've always wanted to go to Warped Tour, to be honest with you. W Ask Nightmare Al OBS runner though. What? I don't know what that means, Jay. You're gonna have to maybe retype that out. Did you say corn? Corn, bro. Corn, yeah. Corn and Green Day, Fucking beautiful shit. Some bitch syndicate in the chat. Fucking A, here we go again. Here we fucking go with this bullshit. Green Day and Corn are awesome. Yeah, dude. Oh, fucking. They're phenomenal. They're really good live as well. Like, they stack super well live. Billy's a little bit of a drama queen, but like, he still makes Green Day what it is, so.
Just a little bit of a drama queen.
He is, dude. He is a real drama queen when it comes to live shows. Like, they're almost as bad as AC/DC. Like, AC/DC played here a good couple of years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
They literally demanded their own stage.
Dude, what I like about Green Day is they were like, they were one of those people. They were one of those groups that was like, we're gonna go against the system, right? And they became. They were gonna go against the. What's the word for it? There's a.
No, the sort of the system is a way to put it.
Yeah,
it's a good way to put
it. But so they were gonna go against the system. They were doing all this stuff back in the day, saying they used to drop the F slur in a few of their different songs, right?
Yeah.
The establishment. They were going against the establishment.
Yeah,
and now they are the establishment. They go on. One thing that will always make me cringe, and it doesn't matter which side you're on, right, is when you go on stage and you start giving your political views to the people there to see you sing music. If you're going to give your views, put your views in a song. Don't go on some rant when people are there to pay for a concert.
Yeah, you always get that, though. Like, always, at festivals, whenever there's something going on in the real world, you'll always get one that will have, like, a good 10-minute political debate about something. And I'm like, I like the way they're promoting, like, like, there's probably going to be stuff mentioned about, like, with the war we currently got going on in Middle East, right?
Yeah.
There's probably going to be someone to mention that. And I like that we're, like, airing out the fact that, freedom from oppression and stuff and all that shit and, like, terrorism's bad. I like that. It's cool.
Yeah.
However, like, use your voice if you have one. I think that's important. But,
I don't disagree with that.
No, but, like, I think a song is a more efficient way of doing it. Like, Rise Against, they're very much, they're not anti-establishment, but they are, like, they call out the corruption in their music and the way they, like, vocalize themselves.
The word,
they have a song, like...
The word I was looking for was the machine. They were going against the machine.
Rage Against the Machines, bro. Like, they're, like, one of the most notorious
I know who Rage Against the
Yeah.
Machine is, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that was the word for it back, especially in, like, the 90s. A time I wasn't alive during, believe it or not. I know.
But it's like fucking, like I said, Rise Against, they have, like, amazing, like, political songs that don't they don't always, a lot of it's about poverty and stuff, like war-torn countries and stuff. They have a song called Hero War, which is about like PTSD for military, for people who go into military, and how like they think like, oh, you go there, you serve your country, come back, you have medals to show, but it's like shows like the real reality, the brutal reality of what war is, and it references like a
like you've gained a medal, but what did you lose in the process of getting this
yeah, dude,
reward?
like it's such a powerful song, and it's so like it really paints like the perspective of like like everyone's like, because the initial instinct when going into the military is to portray through propaganda all around the world, like UK does it as well, like is you go out, you save your country, you're a fucking badass, we turn you into this like fucking insane fucking crazy
machine,
fucking super badass killing machine. You're gonna save your country, you're gonna come back, bro, you're gonna have money, you're gonna get bitches. It does promote that kind of like lifestyle.
Yeah, it romanticizes
and then the reality it's so fucked.
Yeah, well, like I don't have an issue with people like putting a message into a song. I think that's how it should be, right?
Yeah.
Like I think it shows your creativity, especially when you are an artist. It's when like stuff becomes a little like too on the nose, I guess, because putting a political message in music has been something that's been being done since politics were introduced to the world. Before Jesus was born. Like
punk music was very notorious for it.
Yeah, and especially with punk music. But you can think of even like some psychedelic rock, like "Fly Like an Eagle" from the '70s was a very political song.
My Morning Jacket, I'm pretty sure, dished into certain stuff like that as well a little bit. I don't think they did it heavily. They just like doing like hallucinogenic kind of like indie rock music,
like Pink
but
Floyd back in the day. That's what they would have been considered.
Pink Floyd.
Yeah, and I love Pink Floyd.
Well, there are loads of bands that do it. I love it, and like that's how I think you can voice your, use your voice for like to actually show and incentivize some form of change, right?
No, 100.
Because people will respond more to a catchy song that's gained super popularity than they will to like one little speech in a gig that isn't going to be really promoted outside. No one's going to look back at Download 2015 to see the message that you did live,
Well, and when you put a message into a song, it becomes timeless, right? Like when you go on a rant on stage, it's a little different. You may put out the same message, but it's how you go about doing it. And it's like that with a bunch of different like forms of media. I'm a big Star Wars fan. I know you know that, but with Star Wars, a lot of the fans have been saying that it's just the reason it's gotten so bad is because it brings real world politics into the story, and that's not true. It's the way they write it.
I thought that's what made it good, though.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying, because like with the original trilogy, it was based off of the Vietnam War, right? Like there was a lot of inspiration there by real world politics, but it's just different enough to where you can still relate to it, but it's still its own story. It's not, it's not trying to mimic what's going on in the real world. Instead, it's able to put out the same message while also being able to help you escape from reality, because at the end of the day, it's different with music, but with a lot of your, I call it visual media. A lot of people like to use it for an escape. Same with video games. You can have a very powerful message in a video game. You can introduce some real world social issues into a video game without having the video game, without that being the identity of the video game, if that makes sense. I can't really think of too good of an example right now. Actually, I have a friend who refuses to play the newer Spider-Man game because he doesn't like some of the messaging in it. But I'm like, dude, that's not.
What do you mean?
Just some of the he says it's too woke, and I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, just some of the environmental stuff and some of the messaging, like they have a deaf girl as a main character. I'm like, what do you mean, dude? Like, for one, it's not like in your face. Two,
it's not. That's why I like
the game's identity, right?
Dude, this is why I fucking hate about it. It's you get certain companies for games and movies. They do it so it's such a clever way that makes it feel real, right? Authentic, and not they tick the box. Because again, I don't care about any of that shit being in it, right?
Neither.
The only way you're gonna normalize something is if you constantly introduce it anyway. Hence why no one gives a fuck if there's a heterosexual couple on the screen, right?
Yeah.
Like
It doesn't
my
matter.
fucking yeah, but my issue is when you do it to tick a box because then there's no
Yes,
authenticity
that's
and there's
exactly
no
what I'm
like real
saying.
story to it. Like when you do it for that purpose, you're missing the point of why that's something that needs to be brought up and engaged with. That's what pisses me off more than anything. Like The Last of Us, dude, oh, fuck, I can't remember the child's name, the Scar child that basically was escaped with
The only
Lev.
characters I know, I haven't. I played the original, The Last of Us,
Mm.
like right after it came out. I played it on a buddy's PlayStation, but I haven't played the second one. I know just the basics. I know a lot of people who I wouldn't have thought would have played the game. I have friends of all kinds of different
Yeah,
like worldviews, stuff like that. So I we've talked about this in person, but I prefer to disagree with somebody on almost everything than agree with them on almost everything. It makes the friendship more fun, and you never run out of things to talk about. It never gets boring. But
mm.
I have a friend who it's actually the same dude who wouldn't play the Spider-Man game. He wouldn't play the Spider-Man game when it came out because of the political messaging. Then he wouldn't play the Last of Us 2 because of the messaging. But then he ended up getting it on sale because it went on sale for like $15 or something. So he's like, you know what, fuck it, might as well. He liked the game. He liked the gameplay. He didn't like certain aspects of the story, but there was other things that he said don't necessarily make up for it, but it was enjoyable and he was invested. And one of the most important things to him, I guess, when it comes to gaming is that escape, is being invested in it. So it
As
did
long as
its
it's
job.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is the thing. Like, there's a character in The Last of Us Part Two that's trans,
Hmm.
and you don't know, and you will never know if you
Yeah.
miss. There's one line of dialogue where it basically indicates it, right? It doesn't even outright say it. It basically indicates. And if you miss that one line of dialogue, that's it. You're fucking swamped.
Yeah, and you would never know, right? It's not in your
That's why I love
face.
it because it's like it's just a natural bit of dialogue. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like Serona from Hogwarts Legacy. You know, they had one of the service workers, or service worker sounds bad. That almost sounds like a sex worker. But one of the
Mm-hmm.
like the bartender basically at I believe it was the three broomsticks is trans, right? Serona would not know
Yeah, I think so.
unless you literally saw an article about it, right? It's not in your face. But then you
Legit.
have like I didn't even I really enjoyed the fall. Sorry, I have hiccups.
You know,
I really enjoyed the Fallout series, and the Fallout series has a trans character in it, right? Now I don't really care about this stuff. Now I'm I'm not a political person either. I just don't like stuff being thrown in my face, you know? And that's with
yeah.
both sides. But a lot of people online were making a big deal about this character in the Fallout series, and I'm like, what's the big deal? Like, it's never mentioned. I'm talking about, I can't remember the character's name. It was a character who's in the Brotherhood of Steel, but it's never mentioned. It's not thrown in your face. They just gave an actor a job, basically, is the way I saw it. It wasn't a political message. It was just they hired somebody. It didn't even seem like one of those things where it was to check a box. It's just, you know, they hired an. I don't know why it was a big deal. I guess is what I'm trying to say. But then
No, you're right.
there's
I think
other
the same
shows.
thing. Like, you know.
There's other shows where I don't really watch a lot of modern media. I just don't find it as enjoyable to me personally as that. Some of my comfort shows, I guess. But there's some
Yeah.
shows where, like some of the stuff my wife watches, like I'll be watching it, I'm like, wow, this character was literally written to check a box, right? Like that was the only reason that this character's in the show is to check a box.
Yeah.
But it's not one of those things where I could give you an example of like which show because I don't even know the name of the show. I just know I was watching it with her and I'm like, this is very clearly just bad writing, and that's usually what it comes down to, because you can take a character with a very unique identity, right? You can mirror some real world social issues with the writing of this character, and if it's written well, it'll never be an issue ever.
That's it, right? I think like a lot of people think like, oh, if I put it in plain sight, That's just like, that's normal, which it is. But also, when you put something in plain sight and then you stick a torch on it, and then a second torch, and then a third torch, it's no longer like just a passing normal. You know what I mean?
Well, they
Like
try to
if
use
you're
it as a
trying to
cheat
make something
code.
stick out.
They try to use it as a cheat code. You know, it's a
That's
character that'll
it.
be related, or it'll be so relatable to a certain amount of, or like a certain group, I guess. This character will be so relatable to this certain group, they'll feel seen, and then boom, they can basically, I guess, maybe this isn't the right word, but it's almost like they're pandering, right? Like, it's kind of like, you know, when Pride Month comes around, and all of these different companies will change their advertising just to pander to a certain group only during this one
Yeah.
month of the year instead of all year round, right? Like it's clearly for money, and I think if you're gonna support a group, support the group year round. You know, like,
Yeah.
don't do it just for 1 month.
Oh, just real quick. Some people are saying to stream around, like going walking around and stuff. The 5G here is so fucking temperamental. Like it is literally snap in, snap out. So the fact that I have a stable connection where you can fucking see me and I can speak to you guys, like
We're doing
fucking
good.
yeah. I'll try tomorrow, but I want at least one stream where there's no cock-ups on the fucking 5G.
Well, it also
You know what I
doesn't
mean?
mean it doesn't mean you're not gonna get content while you're there. You're still recording outside of, you know, going
That's
on
what I
the
mean.
streams.
The streams weren't promised, the vlog was, right?
Yeah.
So long as I do everything that I said I was going to do in the vlog, which is the skits and stuff, I'm happy. You know? Then don't do IRL. What the fuck you talk? I swear, you people are just completely fucking like actual clowns sometimes. Like, I don't know if you understand the words that we speak sometimes. I think you just take fucking 5%. You go, well, he clearly means this.
Well, and there's nothing like you can still try to do IRL stuff. I mean, if you drop out, you drop out. You can always go back somewhere where there is a stable connection. Do you
That's
want to take
actually
this
true.
Gafgarian for $20?
Oh, go on. Stop guy for $20. Be all about, brother.
He said.
Random Welsh fact.
Okay, yeah, good.
What?
Go on. I just didn't know if you could read it.
Goa Peninsula is home to fuck me. Is home to White Lady of Oystermouth Castle, wearing white with lacerations on the back, caused by being whipped at the whipping post seen in the dungeon. Sleep tight out there, you dickhead. I appreciate you.
I'm gonna make.
I don't know why that's so old.
Go on.
I don't know why I'm so good at reading the side. If you don't have the right equipment, don't do IRL Knightmare. It's not rocket science. I don't know if you're a fucking actual retard at this point, Almighty Bo. I'll be real. But, like, I have the right equipment. I'm, like, the whole thing of coming to the festival was promising to vlog things. The whole point of streaming, the reason why I said I couldn't promise any streaming is because the fucking 5G I knew would be temperamental as fuck. Michael, you say that, but then also, like, we made a fuck ton of money that people want to see shit.
This is how I felt about you reading that
thing,
dono.
like. Dude, I'm probably, like, I literally, like, let me fucking get back up on this shit. Let me have a look. I feel like I'm gonna get sad. Yeah. Yeah, it's fair.
Every time somebody struggles to read something, this is what I think of, and I had a stroke just trying to explain it. Why am I here?
Fuck
you know what? This is all I have to do right here. Simple. Boom. Now I'm not here anymore. It's just you, Knightmare.
You bitch. How close to the goal were the smelling salts, by the way?
Let me go check. I actually, believe it or not, you may find this shocking, but the ADD kicked in, ADHD, whatever it's supposed to be, and
Beautiful.
I wasn't paying attention, but right now it looks like we are. I'm not going to do the math percentage, but we're $70 in. All right. I'm not going to do a percentage. I'm not going to do math. We're getting there. You're doing good. You're doing all right.
Yeah. We're getting. You obviously don't though, do you? What do you mean? I have a camera, a really good camera, and really good mics. There's nothing more that I need. Like, again, none of these live streams were promised. I was originally meant to take the streaming off because I didn't know if I would be able to. Because again, the 5G. And I thought, we'll give it a go anyway, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But none of it was promised to be in a stream, because I didn't know if I would be able to give that. Which is why I very, very specifically said I'd vlog these stunts. You guys are genuine clowns. I don't know. Fucking hell. I don't know how to respond to you guys. Like, if you want to have mouth breather opinions on some of the fucking silly shit you're saying, then that's it. Starlink Roam, yeah. I mean, maybe, like, but again, didn't have the funds. Well, he dropped 1,600 in equipment, guys. I don't have fucking dollar to be do that shit, you know?
Knightmare, you obviously don't know how to be a streamer, okay? You got to take out a nice credit card, and you just got to ball out on all the stuff you'll only use once or twice, you know?
Oh, yeah, dude.
That's how you do it. Also, I just want to, point something out. Tech Talk doesn't have a stream up yet. Will they have a stream up before? No, I'm looking right now. I'm on their channel. I'm looking at their lives. They do not have a stream posted yet.
To be fair, they didn't yesterday either, not yesterday, day before yesterday, sorry, which was fucking annoying. I think they're just setting everything up. I don't know.
All right. Well, I hope everything's okay with CD-ROM. I've given him some shit. But it's just friendly, friendly banter. I mean, it was still mean and hurtful, but it's friendly banter. I gave him, I dropped into a voice chat with CD-ROM, and I was telling him, how I think he's entertaining. I'm here to support him, and he acted like I was doing that to try to get something out of him, and then was very rude to me. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to show you a small percentage of what I used to be, who I used to be. So I've messed with him just a little bit, but I haven't taken it as far as I used to. Okay, we're not going back there. All right.
Right. All right. Siren syrup with $20. Diolch, by the way. Would you rather smell them salts or smell boogie socks? Dude, the salts, for real.
The salts.
No man fucking socks. Are you joking? That's disgusting.
That's
wild.
How much would it take this is a hypothetical. If you were at an IRL event with Boogie,
oh my God,
how much would it take you to wring the sweat out of his socks with your bare hands?
Into what?
Who cares? You can do it into whatever you want.
Well, I don't know if I'm willing to do that. That sounds fucked. Cause have you seen his legs?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
That's not normal sweat, man. Yeah, that's not normal sweat. Like,
are you making fun of his lymphedema?
I don't know, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Fucking it like that is not normal sweat that's going in there, bro.
Do you remember the time his leg almost fell off?
You're such a prick.
It's funny.
Oh God, those compressed socks. Yeah, it's so weird. It's like he's cosplaying a fucking, like a fucking cheerleader.
All right, guys. The knee high compression socks actually have a medical purpose. So it is pretty it's almost able. I don't know the definition of ableist, so I shouldn't throw out that accusation. But it's just very fucked up that you would make fun of his knee high compression socks.
No, if he needs them, that's fair. But I'm not gonna not make a comment if I think he look goofy wearing them. Okay.
I used to. Go on. Sorry, I'm gonna get into a random story, but it might be worth it.
No, go for it.
Might
Fuck
not.
it. I want to hear it. Let's go.
I used to work with a guy named Andrego. Okay, and he was a bigger guy, one of the nicest people in the world. Okay, literally, like a very wholesome person. But he was a bigger guy, and I swear he used to produce butter in his folds. Like, I swear, I would see it on his neck. He would bend over, and his neck fold would have butter in it. I didn't know that a fat person could grow butter.
That's
Great guy. I miss Andrego. If I see him in public, I will give him a hug and get that butter on me. I love the guy. I'm just pointing out that I didn't know that fat people could produce butter in their folds.
Well, mate, kind of base take it. Imagine bullying a guy with rotten legs with fake cancer. I mean, Yeah, dude. It's almost
They're
like he
justifying it
deserves
for us.
it.
I love
Simon Silk
Boogie.
with the $10, by the way, Diolch. Thank you for answering the survey. May the salts bless you with foresight. Jesus, they're fucking horrific. Naima, can your mama come up and do a bit? Yeah, I'm not gonna say no to your mama, but are you joking?
And
Isn't he weird?
I need to go look at waiting. Currently there's nobody in waiting. I will keep up the Discord while keeping up the chat as well.
Okay.
All right, we're good. Now I can pay attention to who's in waiting and who's not.
No, dude, I love Yo Mama skits. Absolutely, like, oh my god.
Oh,
Fuck yeah.
dude, when I did I believe it was the primetime episode with Review Tech USA. I think that was the stream Yo Mama came on and just like killed it. I don't remember the exact skit he did, but it was good. I would definitely I feel like I would be pretty good at some of the stuff that he's been doing. Like just I love costumes. I will be dropping my my LCU paychecks on costumes. I want it to look like I'm a master of disguise. I want to be able to open up the closet in this room and it's just, a doctor outfit, a police outfit, a stripper outfit, a gimp suit, a nun outfit, whatever I need. I want to just have it on the ready.
Right. I like that. I think that's a fun idea. Like, I got a couple of like costumes. I got the Officer Night Cop, or Cop May, whatever. I get fucking nicknamed by it. I got the Sister Butch thing.
I got my
I love that shit.
I got my Knightmare wig right here at the ready.
Wig May is insane. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's beautiful.
You know what? Fuck it. I'll put it on for free. I'm horny.
Okay. What? So, by chance, I am actually asked you, is that the Rode Wireless Go 2 mic that you have there? That's interesting.
Courtesy
I
of
have,
King Scott. He gave it to me at Fat Camp.
Oh, really? That's
Yes,
amazing.
sir. Yes, sir.
Wow. It's great mic. They're really good. I've been using them and like figuring out the decibels and stuff on the presettings to like have it so it's not picking up too much fucking side audio, background audio. Being a little bit, it's nice and simplistic to do. Right? It takes a little bit of like a couple of minutes of like recording just to figure out what's the best.
Yeah, it's not bad.
But yeah, it's a phenomenal bit of tech. Like, it really is. I'm obsessed with them. They're so easy to fuck around with as well. Why does that look painful?
Because it is. Painful to my brain. Oh no, I dropped an AirPod.
Oh, bruh. Almighty's apparently in waiting and wants you to bring him up.
So that's a troll. There's actually nobody in waiting right now.
Ah, cringe.
Yeah, you're getting trolled there, bud. I'm trying.
Well, I was looking forward to that.
I'm trying. There we go. Now I look like I am I look like the main character of a romance novel.
You look like you collect skin.
Everybody needs a hobby.
I don't know if that's a good PR answer, but yeah.
Everybody needs a hobby.
That's very true.
This is the part that annoys me. I don't like seeing the internals of the wig.
Like the way it feels on the inside? Yeah.
Wearing the wig makes my arms itch.
I think it's just because it makes you feel uncomfortable because it's like irritating as fuck to wear, right?
I'm used to
I
it.
get that as well, you know.
I'm not going to explain why, but I'm used to it.
Even Tyler, that's fucking insane. You just need some tattoos. It's a banging idea.
I got the one tattoo. That's all I got. My tattoo I got in Mexico on my honeymoon.
You got a tattoo your honeymoon. That's based.
Hell yeah.
That's actually legendary.
Yeah, the story is I got an Uber to Walmart. The Walmart I went to in Mexico, I don't know if they're all like this, but the one I went to was nice. Literally every parking spot had a canopy over it. So you would park in the shade because it was hot as fuck out there. But we went in, we bought some Doritos, some noodles, just some stuff to make at our Airbnb. Some ingredients to make some spaghetti and lasagna because my wife can make some spaghetti and some lasagna. And usually we won't have Italian food twice in 1 week, but this is an exception. But there was a tattoo parlor. There was a tattoo parlor right across the street. And we figured, we paid for the Uber. We might as well do something other than go to Walmart. So we went to the Starbucks right beside the Walmart, and she loves to get the different cups from different countries that we go to. So she's got a few from like different places, like Jamaica, Mexico. We didn't get one when we were in Honduras a few weeks ago. That was a bummer. But we went to the Starbucks, and then right after that, we decided, you know what? Let's go to this tattoo parlor because we looked it up. We found the Instagram page, and it was like highly reviewed, and the work they did looked pretty dang good. So we decided, why not? The artist didn't speak any English. It was a husband and wife or a boyfriend and girlfriend. I'm not really sure, but my wife had the female give her tattoo in the back of the parlor, which was super nice back there. Lots of cool art around, statues, stuff like that. And then I got my tattoo done in the front, and I was in basically a big glass room because the side walls in the front were glass windows. It was protruding out of the front of the building, and people were walking by on the street just watching me get my tattoo. So first tattoo, I hate needles. And I'm sucking it up. I'm doing all right. And then all of a sudden they're getting to this part right here, which hurt like a bitch. And
Not good.
I had people literally just sitting there watching me get my tattoo while I'm trying not to get nauseous, because if I overthink it, I'm going to get nauseous. Because my last experience with a needle was me giving blood, and I had a seizure. But I don't remember the term for it, but I had a seizure while I was fully conscious and awake. So I felt every bit of it. And it wasn't like a violent seizure where I'm shaking. My muscles all contracted. So my hands were contracting. Fingernails were digging into my palms. And then my arms were contracting. I'm literally folding up. And there's nothing I can do to control it. I feel my whole body just lock up. And that my muscles were so tense that it hurt. The next day, it felt like I pulled every muscle in my body. So, going into it with that in mind, it was a fun experience. Real nice.
No, respect to it, though. Like, it's going on the inside of the arm there. That's not a fucking fun feeling. Trust me, I know. So, I got both my sides filled in. It's like one of the reasons why my Green Goblin isn't finished, because I know it fucking sucks so bad. I'm like, do I want to put myself through something I know is gonna be unbearable? No, not really. Okay.
I enjoyed it. I loved it. Right? I'd do it again. I would get my whole arm done. I'm not sure. I think my light just overheated. Let me fix that real quick. I'll turn it down a little. But I enjoyed it. But I was like, I went into this. I was like, you know what? This is a small tattoo. Perfect for the first tattoo. And the guy kept on asking me in Spanish if I was sure. And I was like, yeah, I had the Google Translate open. I'm like, yeah. See, I'm good. He's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah. And the next time I want to see how much of my arm I can get done in one go. That's the next challenge if I decide to go all out. I might go one at a time, but I want to see. Have you seen the show Prison Break?
Yeah.
All right, so he got the full schematics of the prison tattooed on his whole body. His whole body was covered, and he had it all done in one go. There's just no way. The amount of time it would take.
there's people who go under and they get it done, right? And they get like ridiculous pieces done in one session. Like this took 2 days. You know, like both like literally day after another. Like that's a lot of fucking work, dude. If you're not having color, I suppose it's easier, right? If it's black, if it's just like outline shit, it'll be easier. You'll get done quicker. Like my chest piece, for what it is, it was only about 2.5 hours of fucking tattooing because we spent more time looking at the designs and setting everything up. And like a lot got done with that, to be fair, for the 2.5 hours. So I mean, when you look at it that way, you can make like that work. You know what I mean? You can make it work in a way where you can get like a fair bit done. It depends on what type of design is, or like if you go in like, you know, if you get like tribal, you know, like the fucking classic tribal tattoo sleeve, takes a long time. Black's a bitch to get into your skin.
Oh yeah, that's what I was saying about
like that.
About the one from Prison Break. I mean, he got his whole body done. It was very intricate, and in the show they say that he got it all done in one go. And I'm like, you wouldn't have enough time to do that in one go. There's just no way.
Yeah.
Good show though. Great show.
Yeah. No, it's great show to be fair, but I really enjoyed that. I forgot that existed, to be honest with you. You just mentioned it.
Yeah, because I only talk
Okay,
about
man.
Lost, you know, ABC's hit Emmy award-winning
No, my
television
fucking
series.
no
Cultural
fan, you,
phenomenon.
mate.
Try
400
banning,
likes
try
from
banning the
will let
guy.
you talk about
Try
400
banning the
likes
guy
will let-
running OBS from talking about Lost. Good try,
No,
buddy. I'm in control
let me
here.
explain. 400 likes and Twee can talk about this fucking television show.
400 likes. You want more likes than we
Yeah.
have viewers? You're crazy.
Yep. There's a reason why I set it that way, Twiggy. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not saying 100. Oh, fuck me. Who we got?
Do you hold your woman up to the standards that you hold the viewers up to? Yo, mama.
Yeah. Yo, mama. How we doing, brother?
For those who can't see him, Yo Mama's here. I have it on cameras only mode, so anybody who's not
Yo,
on
go, bro.
camera.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you now. God, man.
Look at that beautiful man.
My man is on a goddamn vlog, but not vlogging, bro. What's going on? What's crack-a-lacking?
What's crack-a-lack?
The vlogging offline, brother, man. It's like fucking currently 8 in the morning. You know?
Man, we gotta turn this stream up, bro. Hey,
Hey, you right, dude? That's the
So,
problem with like doing like stuff like this with a time slot we have. It's literally we start my show like test starts at 7 in the morning in the UK. You know, it's not 2 in the morning, it's 7 a.m. If it was 2 in the morning, it'd be probably quieter, and I'd probably be able to roam around because data roaming, more people are going to sleep at those times. So 5G capabilities and stuff are a little less stressed. But like 7 and that, I'm honestly surprised that it's still active right now. I'll be honest with you, because like I couldn't access shit like throughout the day yesterday. Fucking horrific.
all right.
That's why I promised that most of it would be offline, you know? Like, well, all the vlogging would be offline and maybe I could get the streams in because I didn't want to let anyone down. Because you just don't know if it's going to work and it's so temperamental.
Yeah.
What is this?
I want to set this reaction up, all right, for the chat and for everybody. So I want to set this up. All right. Her name is Saggy Shoddy. All right. She's a prostitute from Canada and she vlogs her Johns, right? So Johns come over, they get their little pleasure, and then she sends them off, and then she vlogs about what happened and how was the experience. Sometimes she get 5 guys a day. Sometimes she gets 4, sometimes she gets 6. It doesn't matter, but it's the content. She comes in and she talks about it. Some guys, even after having a good time with her, they take a shower and she vlogs while they're in the shower. Here is Shoddy. Let's play that. Go ahead.
No, wait. It's actually real.
Yeah.
What are we playing?
Ooh.
Brother, I'm lost. I'm so confused. Yo, mama, your live's not showing up for me. Give me a second.
You can't see it?
Not yet. Now I got it pulled up.
Yeah, this is the start of the vlog. I have pimple patches on because I'm breaking out. I don't know what to wear right now either. Like, and I have to hop in the shower. He's 20 minutes away.
He's 20 minutes away.
Nightmare, you seeing this?
And yeah, I need to wash
Yeah.
my butt. So yeah, I'm gonna hop in the shower and then I really don't know what I'm gonna wear.
How much does she charge?
Yeah, like she can't be a premium fucking item.
That's what I'm saying.
I think my camera's like delaying or something. That don't make no sense.
Oh, bro, that bottom tooth gap,
I
bro.
think my camera's the
Crazy.
problem. Okay.
Bro, you would smash.
Let me hop in the shower.
No, I wouldn't.
Had a double booking.
Brother, in this wig, I'm more attractive than she is.
And I said, my pics on my ad are verified.
Gorlock the Destroyer is more attractive than she is.
IBIOT.
Bro, her trap photos though. Her trap photos. When she get them Johns, they you know, I'm telling you.
Look, I know you're into
They be
big
coming in
women,
thinking they getting a 10.
but
Yeah.
that ain't
Filters.
me. That ain't me, dog. You think you could get her? You think you could get her into the locale universe?
Yeah, she'll come through.
Let's
I
see.
don't know.
Let's see.
She
Let's
make
see
a
what
lot
you
of
can
money.
do.
She make a lot of money doing what she's doing right now with the prostitution.
Ain't no way
I
she
don't think
making
you
a
gonna
lot of
take her.
money, bro.
Bro, she be making money.
She got to be laundering that money.
Fuck.
I don't send pictures outside of my ad. One. for
What is this
food,
angle?
And two, when guys are asking
Oh.
for extra pics, they're usually just trying to get more pictures out of you, and then they're not serious.
Guys be paying for them pics, bro.
One's in the chat if you would.
That shows my
Not this.
tatas. So I'm just gonna put on some lip gloss and
Bro, she has the
Come on, man. We'll do
exact
so well.
she has the exact build to be a Food Lion cashier. She could be a front end manager.
it's giving like too slutty,
Guys about to show up in 10 minutes.
like it's making
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
like that portion that it already is.
She got them lined up, dog.
I want to see
She
your
got them
search
dudes.
history,
Video
bro.
upload's delayed. Like the audio's delayed, like the last one I did. I'm gonna scream. I don't know what.
I'm getting nauseous.
Guys, I literally tried to remake the video, like put all the pieces together in CapCut a million thousand times, and then like it'll be fine when I watch it back on iMovie. Did I say CapCut? Yeah, I meant iMovie, and then it'll be fine when I watch it back on iMovie. And then when it's saved to my phone, I look at it and the audio's delayed. And then I thought it was like a user.
Bro, we
issue,
lost
like,
Knightmare.
Re-adding it, deleting it, re-adding it, like, and I don't know what's going on. Also, I found.
Yo,
out
mama,
my
this
phone keeps
bro,
fucking
this
with the-
isn't it. This isn't where it's at.
Watch.
with the t-shirt.
Yes, sir. You ain't smashing.
No, I'm not smashing. She would be smashing me, bro.
Everything
She would
is
crush
literally
me.
off my phone.
Let's get to the dude coming over.
Oh my gosh.
In the check bag.
What has this become?
Toilet seat's not broken.
Where did Nightmare go?
I'm gonna come down and get him. I said my roommate took the key.
He's coming.
Now I have to hide the key.
Yeah.
No.
He's coming over, dog.
No. Bro, stop. Stop. I don't want to see
Quickie,
this.
what?
Nah, bro.
Yes.
No.
Slay, Queen.
No.
Slay.
No.
Queen about to slay.
Brother.
You got a dragon coming.
I'm glad that I can almost predict that I'm not her type, bro.
Dog, she would tear you up.
Bro, I don't want to be torn up. I want to stay in one piece.
I have to see this guy.
I fucking told you, dude. This fucking 4G shit's so temperamental. People wonder why I'm not roaming around.
Dude, I thought you left because of what we're viewing right now, honestly.
No. Literally, it just fucking completely crashed out of me. It wasn't. Like the signal was so bad. It was showing that I was locked out of the Discord server. It wasn't
Brother-
showing any of the channel.
Bro, why she got the same fucking glasses I got, bro?
Yeah, I'm telling y'all. We gonna hook you up, bro.
No,
We
I'm
gonna hook
married.
you up.
Yo, mama, I'm married to a woman that, like, doesn't look like
Looks.
she... Nah, I'm not even gonna go.
I mean, first of all, a lot of y'all said that if goddamn Billy put on a wig, he'd be a good looking woman.
Better looking than
here you
her.
go. Here you,
Brother,
here you
brother,
go.
you know that little, I don't even know how to describe that like piece of skin on the bottom of your pecker, right? But there's this like thicker piece of skin on the bottom of your pecker, and it would get caught between her tooth gap, bro. Like there's just nothing good coming
Oh.
from this.
No, it's out of respect. Like what? I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, now this story that she about to tell about the guy that came over and smashed. Now the guy was specific on what he wanted to hear when he was smashing. He was specific on what he wanted her to say while he was hitting it. Go ahead.
I
Oh.
was working and I was homeless. I was working out of this really gorgeous motel in Hampton. And I specifically remember this client. He came to see me.
That's her client.
He made me watch BBC PORN while he, from behind,
I couldn't read.
and made me talk about how much I love black DICK.
Yeah. That's what.
What like got him going. Anyway, so he just came to see me. I recognized him. I swear
Knightmare's
to God,
face
I
says it all.
So.
Oh, never mind, he's gone.
What?
And like, literally like right at the door, he was like coming like right after he paid. Obviously, he was like coming up to me and like grabbing on me. He's like, "Oh, you're so sexy. You're even better in person." Da 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 da. And I was like, "Okay, let's go to the room," because like DMX is running around his feet. DMX is running.
Wait. Y'all, the chat said they can't hear. Y'all can't hear?
That ain't my fault. The video's quiet. Hold up. Let me just see what I can do here. I don't even.
Okay, tell you what she's
Give me a
saying.
second.
Okay.
Okay,
So
play it now.
basically-
Play it now. We got this. We
All
we
right.
good. We good.
So
yo, mama.
let me just run it down. The guy that came over is a frequent client. Now he's very specific on how he wants to have sex, right? So he likes, while he's hitting it from the back, he likes to watch porn, and then he likes her to scream out, "You love BBC, big black cock," because he's a black guy and he wants her to continue to say it. And then he says to her, "Hey baby, I want to hear you." he said, "In this moment, I'm gonna give you the N-word pass, so you can say the N-word, say this N-word got a big black." And she said, "I don't want to say the N-word." He said, "I want you to say it, baby. Cause that's he's a weird guy." But it's, yeah. Go ahead.
I would do it in the room. So we go to the room. He's telling me how sexy I am. Da da da. Then he goes, "Black guys must love you." That's not a compliment, but thank you.
Black guys
And
must love you.
then-
Come on, y'all. That
How's
ain't
that
us.
not a
He starts
compliment?
saying, "Oh, like, have you ever taken a black, But he's not saying black. He's saying the N-word.
See?
He's like, and then he keeps trying to ask me to say the N-word dick. And I just keep repeating what he says, but I'm not saying the N-word, I'm saying black instead. Because he's saying, "Tell me you love dick." And I keep saying, "I love black" instead. Because what? He's like, "It's okay, I'm half black. Like, I give you permission." And I'm like,
You the client, yo
like,
mama.
giggling it away.
Well, I mean, listen, no, absolutely not. But because I'm not even from Canada, but I'm saying the reason why I bring this up is because do you have certain specifics when you're making love? Do you have certain things that you say or you want your woman to say to turn you on while you're making love to her?
Yeah, she gotta call me Jack Skellington.
I mean, who doesn't? You know what I mean? But like,
He
on
comes out
Bravo,
of
dude.
nowhere with it.
dude, bro, like this fucking 4G thing. I told you, I was like, why is he not roaming around? This is why I'm stagnant and it's still fucking fluctuating. You know, like it's so fucking annoying. Please don't tell me it's happening again.
And you know what? Ain't nothing wrong with a big woman. I mean, I'm married, but when back in my day when I was coming up, I loved me a nice big woman. I mean, these women, I don't see Twiggy. I don't see how you don't like this, especially being your size, bro. This is a playground for you, bro. You should be able, with a woman like this. This is a playground, bro. You can do cartwheels, flips. You can jump off the goddamn top of the goddamn rope. You know what I'm saying? Wherever you at, you can swing from the fucking ceiling. bro. With your size,
Well,
Bro,
Yeah,
bro,
but
if I was
bro,
with a woman that looked like her, I would be swinging from the ceiling, bro. I promise
exactly,
you.
bro. This
I
is
promise by my
cage, bro. This
neck.
is an
By
adventure,
my
dog.
neck.
I mean, you could be Dora the fucking Explorer with this, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. This should be automatically your type. A girl any skinnier than her, you should not be having, bro. I promise you. You should
Knightmare,
that should
bro,
not be
you
you.
should be so glad that your connection is cutting out.
That should not be you. Now, if you're, I'm saying Twiggy, because it doesn't make any sense that you that skinny and you that small, right? And you ain't got a woman over 300 pounds, bro. You got to have a linebacker because listen, first of all, it was always a dream for you, bro, because you always knew when you was coming up, you could never play football. So why don't you just get you a football player, bro?
Bro,
I mean, a linebacker.
79%
You know what I'm
of the
saying?
chat says they would not smash.
I mean, but see, I'm saying though, 79% of the chat is not built, don't got your stature, bro. Because when you came up in life, right? When you came up, you always knew you was gonna be small. You always knew you was gonna be thin. As soon as you put food in your mouth, it come right out, right?
It does.
So you
I'd be
already
pooping.
knew that. Yeah, exactly. So you already knew you wasn't gonna be a prime athlete or you wasn't gonna play football. So if you knew you wasn't gonna be a prime athlete and play a football, why not get a linebacker woman, right? Why not get a woman with
I have a
broad shoulders
motto.
and about 350 pounds?
I have a motto, right?
That doesn't
Some
make-
people, I know your motto, is if she ain't 380, she ain't a lady. But my motto is fat and skinny went to bed, fat rolled over, skinny's dead. All right? I've mentioned it many times before, and I live by that. All right?
Have you ever been with a big woman though? What's your size, bro? What's your max, bro?
Not that.
Okay, what you maxed out at?
Brother,
250?
brother, I don't know. I don't ask women their weight, all right?
Man, you can guess it though. You can guess it.
Brother, not me.
So okay, I'm saying, what size are we talking about? We talking about?
It ain't even the size, bro. Bro, I'm looking at her and like, bro, Shrek looks like a dime piece compared to that bitch.
Man, that's crazy. That's crazy. I think you fat phobic, bro.
I am fat phobic, 100%.
So you wouldn't like Becky, bro.
No. And even Becky ain't even as big as she looks, bro. It's just she's so like short that weight looks bigger on her. Cause I've met Becky in person.
When you was at Fat Camp, you first saw Becky, right? And you leaned in for that hug.
You know I hugged her.
How did you feel?
I felt like I was hugging a friend, a platonic friend
When you
with
gave her the
zero
hug, though,
attraction
did
to
you
her.
Did you go around, or did you go up top?
Bro, I gave her
How was the hug?
Nah, bro, I gave
Was
her
it here, or was it
the homeschool Christian side hug.
I don't know what the side hug. Did you put an elbow in there and you said, "Hey, nice to meet you"?
I said, "Hey, it's good to see you." Side hug.
Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, did you give everybody like a little side hug and the pat in the back?
No, I straight up wrapped my arms and legs around Boogie. So it's not a fat
See,
problem.
that don't make any sense. That right there don't make any sense. You wrapping hugs around dudes, but you didn't Becky, you just giving her like a little side hug.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because I'm gay.
That's crazy. But see, that don't make any sense. So
You're saying that my sexuality doesn't make any sense?
But if you like men, Boogie would be your type, bro?
Yeah.
That's crazy. But you don't like big women.
No, I don't like big women.
But you like big men.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
What do you mean that's crazy? What do you mean that's crazy?
What, did you got like a Santa Claus fetish or something like that? What happened?
That's exactly what it is. Bro, only time I felt excitement for somebody coming over to my house while I was in bed was when Santa Claus would come as a kid. All right?
That's crazy. What kind of Santa Claus did you have visiting you? What, you left the cookies in the room? You were supposed to leave them in the living room. You know that, right?
I mean, that's
That's
how the
crazy.
story goes, but let me just put it like this, okay? When I was growing up, I wasn't the richest kid, all right? All the bedrooms were taken up. I slept on the couch. Fireplace is right there. I was in the prime spot to get a look at Santa. And like,
Right.
just
And he got to
imagine,
look
right?
at you.
You just imagine, right? Like he's bending over, going it back
Yeah,
into the chimney, being
that's
sucked
crazy,
up through this tube, bro.
man.
That's hot. That's
And he
hot.
bringing presents too,
And
and he
he's
bringing
bringing
gifts,
gifts. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And
man.
he got that big old sack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
See, you know what
yeah.
I'm talking
Yes.
about. You see it. You see the vision.
I mean,
We lost Knightmare, guys. Knightmare is no longer with
Santa
us.
didn't come to the hood, but yeah, it's crazy.
Wait, Santa doesn't
That's crazy work.
explain that for
Okay,
me.
so if we
Santa
found
discriminates. I'm into a racist man.
yeah. So, but the thing with but the thing is, I mean, you was around Wings, but nobody ever asked you this, but you was in Wings' guest side house. I mean, side room. How was that though? He had like a side room,
It wasn't that bad.
like, but it was just for guests only, or it was just a room that he put together just for you.
There's a room that he put together just for guests.
Okay. And what did it had lights in it? Was it like crazy? Like, was it like it was like a just
They had a ceiling
because
fan.
I mean,
with a
how
light
often does he
fixture
has
on it.
how often does Wings have guests?
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't ask him. The weirdest part is the house didn't smell. You know, it was fine. It was
Yeah.
fine. It actually smelled pretty good. It was pretty clean. You know that sour smell that fat people have?
Yeah.
Yeah, that smell wasn't there in the house. Was not present. It was. Oh no!
Hmm.
OBS just lost connection. Give me a second. We should be good. We should be good. Ladies and gentlemen, are we buffering? How is it? It said OBS lost connection. Chat. One's in the chat if we're good. We're being sabotaged. Yomo, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
What do you think about this disappearance of hosts? Glammy Lammy's gone. She ran away from home. Rastof's gone. Who knows what happened with him?
Man, I think that shit is scripted. Bro, I think that shit is scripted as hell.
You think
I
it's
can't
scripted?
lie to you. Glammy ain't going nowhere.
That's
you
what I was
think
saying.
Glammy
She
just
ain't
gonna
gonna miss a
disappear?
day. No, I don't.
Glammy ain't going nowhere. She was told, you know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. I seen Glammy Lammy get dogged out and she came back and she was begging to come back, bro. She's got kicked off of 15 shows, bro. She's
Yeah,
breaking
she
a
has.
record.
She has,
She's
but don't you
breaking a
think?
record.
Don't
She
you
ain't gonna
think that
just
somebody
leave
has a
randomly.
breaking point? Don't you think she
Nah,
got a
she don't
breaking point?
Glammy Lammy, did you see what they did to her wedding, bro?
Yeah, I
The
filmed
dude that
it.
she was with showed up with the gorts. He didn't even have shorts on. He had gorts. It was half shorts, half pants. I didn't know what he was wearing. Yeah, dude was, and then fucking Keemstar showed up with his short legs doing some weird dance. Man, Keemstar can't dance for shit. I don't know. Somebody need to
I
tell him,
don't
bro.
know. I think Keemstar can
He got the
dance.
little legs. He be like,
Nah,
he got
he
a
moves.
huge upper body, but his little legs be like,
Hey,
man.
hey. I don't think you're gonna get a job in the LCU after throwing that out there. I'm just gonna say that.
Man, you know how much
But
time, you know how
no,
many times
dude,
I diss fucking Keemstar?
I think she did get to her breaking point because I literally said on stream, I was like, look, I'm gonna make an accusation. Glammy Lammy is evil. Okay?
Nah.
She's evil, and I don't have any evidence to back that up. I don't have any proof. All I have is a gut feeling. But anybody who acts that nice all the time, they're evil. Right? And what did
Nah.
Glammy do? She came in immediately and crashed out, started screaming at me, talking about how I'm just a dickhead and all this stuff. Saying she's evil. Like, if you're gonna crash out over something that's clearly a joke like that,
Yeah,
you
but
might not have the best
you know what?
mental state.
Glammy Lammy is, and man, she's just she's a bad actress, bro. She's bad. I mean, the one that's really good that catches me a couple times, but then I'll be like, damn, I forget how she gets me. Is Becky. Becky is a scripted, and she just knows how to just play it. Because sometimes she get me like I be thinking it's for real, and then I
Oh, when
forget.
she starts
I be
letting
like, man,
out
she
that
already did
devil
that to me
voice,
like 3 times.
that devil
Yeah.
voice she
She
lets
know how to
out.
go up and down. She know how to cry on.
Bro,
Man, she need to win
I
an
can
Oscar,
cry
bro.
on command.
Bro,
You
She can cry on.
yeah, my
Dude,
crying
she can
on
cry on
command,
demand for no reason. I saw her
bro.
cry. I was like,
Bro.
oh my God, Becky, you okay? But then I'll be like, man, wait a minute, she got me again.
I did it on the last stream, on the Aussie stream. I let out them tears, man. I can have them flowing.
Yeah,
But,
I
the
seen
one
you
that
do it too.
the one that gets me is Roxy, bro. Roxy is hilarious. It doesn't matter.
Roxy, yeah.
Roxy could stab me in the back multiple times, and I would be laughing while she did it because she'd do it in the most funny way possible. Her
Bro.
IRL streams, Fantastic.
Yeah.
Her
Yeah,
dressing up as fucking Pinocchio and doing her little dance, no strings on me.
yeah.
It don't get old to me.
Yeah, yeah. Roxy's a survivor, bro. Yeah, you got to understand this. Roxy come from a community like that girl world community. Roxy come from a community where they survive, bro. They're survivors. They'll stab you in the. You don't need. See, Roxy is so fucking slick and so good because when Savage and Psycho Mom had milkers, right? And they was kind of cool. They was chilling. They was good. They brought Roxy on. Roxy had her little, she was comical and she did her little thing or whatever. And then they was like, okay, we're gonna bring you on. And then when Roxy saw a little beef between Savage and fucking Psycho Mom, she saw just a tiny little beef. And I saw her fucking egg that shit on to Savage. And she got Savage all pumped up and riled up. And Savage didn't even know she was getting played. I was watching. I was like, Roxy is playing you to get rid of Psycho Mom, right? And then as soon as they started fighting, Roxy was on the side of Savage, and then Psycho Mom got booted
Boom,
out.
she gone.
And then Roxy played it again. Got Savage booted out.
Everything she does is funny to me. Like when she gets in trouble or called out for something and she defends herself, it's literally like watching a 7-year-old defend themselves after getting their hand caught in a cookie jar. It is the funniest thing in the world. Like there's just something about seeing this lady who reminds me of like my great aunt who chain smokes and has been addicted to fucking like nicotine since the 1960s. There's just something about like seeing her go out and like interact with people on her IRL streams. If anybody else did it, it wouldn't be as funny, right?
Nah,
it would just be basic. It would be nonsense. But something about Roxy, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, she
Hilarious.
can play it so innocent too. She can go in from hardcore, like and then when you get on her, she'll be like, "Oh my god, I didn't know I did that."
yes.
I'm so dumb.
Nobody told me. Nobody told me.
Bro, she can go she can just go up and down like that. Yeah, only certain people can play it like that. Like Becky's another person who can play it like, fuck you, bitch. Oh my god, why? I'm so hurt. And it's just like, bro, and she can play it so well, bro. I mean, that is talent in a certain way. It's like talent because it can, it shows different emotions and you get attached to them. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with Xylee.
They got a lot of people attached
Roxy,
to them. Yeah.
Roxy is an industry plant, okay? She's way too good at what she does to just be her naturally. Because Roxy, the thing about Roxy is if you didn't know what she was doing, you'd almost think she was one of those people who's like funny without trying to be funny,
Oh yeah.
Like Glammy, for example, half the time Glammy's funny. She's not trying to be. She just like will say whatever comes to her head and it's hilarious.
Yeah,
her crash outs.
Glammy's funny when she gets fired, bro.
Yes.
When she gets fired and she's fighting for her job, bro.
It's either that or she's having an anxiety attack about something that's nothing to anybody else, right? Like anybody else would go through this and they'd be like, all right, this is part of, the job. This is nothing. Then you have Glammy who's like having a full like anxiety attack. Like when Keem will mess with her, make jokes about how she's fired, and it's clear that it's jokes to everybody else. And then you have Glammy who's just like and she's just like talking a mile a minute. It's great.
She's just trying to survive, bro. Her just trying to survive is hilarious. That shit is just like she's just so like oh my god, I'll say anything.
She's the Glammy is the squirrel from Ice Age.
Bro,
going after that acorn.
Glammy remind me of that guy from I know in the chat, y'all know the guy from Menace to Society. Remember the guy? And he wanted that crack rock, and he said, "I got these cheeseburgers. Suck your dick."
I'm sure the chat knows what you're talking about. I have no idea.
He just got that desperation, bro, and you can just see it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what she just desperate to stay. So you know what I mean? And she just got that in her, man. And that's just
anywhere else that may not be the best quality, but in this community, that is the best quality.
Oh yeah. I have somebody that want to stay so bad they'll do anything to stay. Oh man, you can't find that nowhere. I
have my issues with Glammy, but I would never want to see Glammy not a part of this universe. I think this is the perfect place for the personality that she has. She's very unique.
What? And Twiggy, you was there, and I forgot to even say this because you was there. You was right there when it happened. because I remember when Glammy Lammy tried to give advice to Beans about a relationship or whatever. And I was like, that's kind of weird coming from Glammy Lammy, because 2 nights before she was getting married, I remember Glammy was on, I don't know, y'all was on a show together and she did something wrong. And Glammy Lammy's man was like on the outside and John was right there. And John came over that camera and started cursing her the fuck out. Remember that?
Dude,
And
there's so many
bro,
examples
he was
of
calling her
John
all
cussing
kind
her
of
out.
bees and all that. And her man was right there.
Didn't do anything.
And he didn't do
Nothing.
nothing.
Nothing. Dude, there was a time at Fat Camp where John was going off on Glammy, and like he was clearly just messing with her. And like she looks like a lost puppy. She's just like as confused as possible, like a puppy the first time they see somebody yell. And you just see her man over there smirking. Like
Bruh. Bro, listen. I know John's a big guy, bro. I know John's a good big guy. But if he ever talked to my woman like that in front of me, bro, I'm gonna have to take an L. Even Mike Tyson couldn't talk to my woman like that in front of me. I'm gonna have to get my ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no way some dude can just call him, you mother. He went off, and I was like, I was looking on the side. I was like, Glammy Lammy man is right there, bro. He didn't get up or nothing. He was just like, yeah, just pass me another beer. That's just
Dude, the funniest thing about Glammy's wedding is I used footage from Glammy's wedding to basically show somebody else that I had filmed a wedding, and I got a job filming a wedding. Went on a cruise, all expenses paid, had a great time. All from Glammy's wedding.
Damn. From that footage that you did with Glammy's wedding?
All I had to do was stabilize it a little, that, and then some of the footage of us putting the car in the water at Fat Camp. I stabilized it in an editor, showed it to the person. They were like, all right. It worked. I made a little bit of money off of it.
That footage was good. The footage was good. The wedding was crazy, but the footage was good.
Dude, the wedding was fun, okay?
Yeah.
I've been to a few weddings. That was probably the most fun I've ever had at a wedding.
Really?
Very, very unique environment. Dude, I don't know what it was. Like, you would think it was, like people had their comments about how, we catered it with McDonald's and it was just McDoubles and chicken nuggets and fries. Bro, I've never eaten that much at a wedding in my life. I ate 5 McDoubles in one sitting, like 20 nuggets and a whole thing of like a whole large fry.
Yeah.
I've never.
How many bathrooms did y'all have though?
There was 2 bathrooms at that location that had multiple stalls.
Okay.
For that,
I know if I'm eating like that, bro, I'm blowing some shit up.
dude, I'm so happy that for most of the time I had my own bathroom, or I had a bathroom that was shared with very few people. Because the fatties at Fat Camp would go and blow up a bathroom, and you could see where they stain the back of the toilet.
God.
Just the smell when you walk in, it's a mixture of fat person smell and just pure sewage. I don't know who was doing it, but there was somebody who would blow up the bathroom routinely. You'd walk in after them. Dude, I was scared to sit on the toilet because I'm like, dude, there's fat person sweat on this toilet. Like, I can't do it. I can't do it. Like, I swear at one point, yes, and it was interesting. Somebody shaved in one of the bathrooms and just left all of their like hair.
Oh my god,
right
that little that's gross.
Just
god,
super nice. It was interesting. We have somebody, Pecan in the chat says, Knightmare is gone. I just noticed. Yeah, his connection timed out. He's actually back in. It's just he's connecting. Yeah. So
he's trying to leave the tent. He's trying to move around in the tent and shit like that.
Nightmare is here with us.
Somebody said ping CD-ROM. What's going on with CD-ROM? What's happening with him?
I don't necessarily know. Let me make sure. Let me go check real quick and see if CD-ROM's live.
I don't know if you can hear me, but just I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fucking.
We gotta do 4 more. He said we gotta do 4 more hours and redirect to cafe. Is crazy,
buddy. I'm not doing 4 more hours. Sorry.
That's wild.
Okay. Can Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Yeah.
Loud and clear. We
Is
could
it?
hear
Hey,
you.
wait a minute. Wasn't I stayed up, dog. I stayed up because I thought that Fat Grim was coming on, bro. What happened to Fat Grim? I was looking forward to that.
That would be a Nightmare question, but it seems Nightmare's connection has
Oh,
pooped a
because I
little.
was because when I saw him on Locale Live, bro, and then he was trying to hook up with Beans being fat Grim. Bro, I was excited. I ain't gonna lie though. He does look like a bigger Grim. You know what I'm saying? And yeah.
Ultra Grim.
Ultra Grim. Yeah,
Yeah.
Ultra Grim. I
Uh,
was looking forward to that. That's why I
timing
stayed up, because I
didn't-
was like, Ultra Grim's coming on.
timing didn't work out, you know.
Oh, so his timing didn't work out, or you guys couldn't get him on?
There's already an event going on right now. There is some technical issues, but the only person
Oh.
that can really be blamed on that is the venue for having shitty connection.
Oh, so is Fat Grim somewhere, or is because Knightmare can't be here?
So the thing about Fat Grim is right before we were gonna have him on, he went into some sort of diabetic coma, and he just started seizing violently. So
Y'all gotta
Uh,
stop this shit.
I'm being 100% real right
For
now.
real?
Yeah, he like started seizing violently, foam coming out of his mouth right before we went live, and we can't show that on stream. So hopefully he's okay. Hopefully, you know, yeah, it was insane. I don't know if he was just excited and it triggered that or what. Maybe he went without eating all day and his blood sugar dropped to a lethal. I don't know, but it was just, I mean, it was insane.
Bro finally got his shot to intern after all this time, and man,
Yeah, I mean, he could have. It could have been a heart attack, dude. I don't know, but it was super scary. And I mean, we gave the authorities his username, like, but we don't know what
Yeah.
state he's in. I mean, we know what state he's in. He's in New York, but we don't know where in New York. So
yeah.
So I mean, I tried everything I
Wow.
could to
Okay.
help him out.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, awesome. I just want to say I've battled the internet to say there's no way in hell Ultra will ever be on this show. Apparently he's supposed to be on Monday. We'll see, motherfuckers, because I had a lot planned for Monday.
Yeah, I mean, he may not be
I don't
alive
know.
anymore after that diabetic seizure he had. I was just telling your
Damn.
mama
Yeah,
about the seizure that he had right before we went live.
That's
Who?
crazy.
Ultra, he had that diabetic seizure. That's the reason he's not on tonight. I know you may have lost connection when that happened.
He's not on anyway because like he's fucking like again. Keem said Monday. That's why I kept kicking a retard out of the fucking live. Oh, you have Monday, retard. Acknowledge it.
Oh, dude, it may have been the stress of being kicked that caused that diabetic coma.
Damn.
Well,
I didn't. He was so excited too. Man.
posted.
That's just unfortunate. I mean,
Yeah. My man, that's sad, man. I hope all
Your mom,
prayers
there's no
go-
way you actually think he's in.
Nightmare, you're cutting out, brother.
No, I think I mean I think he said there's no way you think he's entertaining. I think him just pissing
Entertaining. He literally had to donate.
donate to get on.
Dude, you're reading his mind.
He had a Zeta Ray.
Tons of money to try and get
The Zeta
acknowledgement.
Ray. It's not nice. Zeta Ray's my homie.
Yeah. I because she gave you that fucking Wi-Fi connectivity.
Come on, there's no way you actually thought.
I was looking
That was-
forward to I was actually looking forward to him explaining all those DMs he sent to Beans.
There's
though.
no way that's true.
That's kind of some stalker shit. All them DMs that he sent to
He said he was
Beans, I'm
sending them
like,
to
what
all the
is it
hosts.
that bad?
It
It's-
sounded like
it's-
she was like the dude was on me kind of heavy.
Yeah, you're cutting in and out pretty bad right now, Nightmare. If that's what you're asking was bad, I think
Yeah,
I
I'm not
think
dealing with that.
it may just be because of the time right now. Everybody's waking up where you live, so that may be why it's all cutting out right now.
Yeah, everybody's getting on at the same time.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, I think I was looking forward to it because I mean, you look forward to shit shows. You know what I'm saying? You look forward to. I always love a new face that come on and then just totally crash out. Like that's just
Do
the
you
norm.
do you remember that guy who paid like a few hundred to get onto the show? He was in like a nice, it looked like what was a nice house, but he kept on crashing out because he was trying to basically perform a scene from the Hobbit or something, and he just kept on crashing out to the point where he was
Really?
screaming.
No, I remember
and
that.
uh and Keem ended up recommending he go on a show because he went from being this like innocent like neckbeard who called in to just like screaming at Boogie, talking about how Boogie's a bully and all of this. It was the best thing I've ever seen. It was one of those things where like he was crashing out so bad, you're like, there's no way this is real. He has to be like an elaborate troll. But also, he would have had to be the perfect troll because he was having connection issues. He had the shittiest mic
Yeah.
in the world. His laptop, he said, had a better mic, so he called in on his laptop. The mic was even shittier, and he didn't have a webcam on his laptop. But he's sending all this money to the show, like hundreds of dollars. He's in like a nice, what looks like a nice house that has like stained wood, like joints at the top of the roof.
Yeah.
Kind of like a cabin, and then it has like a stone built wall with a fireplace in the background. It looked really nice. But
Shit.
worst
And
connection.
it just crashed out.
He
Worst
was
connection to just crash
Dude,
out.
he went for like 5 minutes rehearsing a scene from The Lord of the Rings, and his mic was muted the whole time. Like, it
He
was-
was prepared for that whole time, and he was muted.
yes, and then when he
I
finally did like
I
try
gotta
to
go back
rehearse
and watch
it,
that
it
dude.
was I don't know what episode it was. I just know that it was around the time that I did that 8 hour punishment stream with Boogie after I was fired from Aussie.
Yeah. Oh, that
Um,
was recent then.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was like a month and a half ago, maybe 2
Yeah,
months
that's
ago.
not that far back.
But we've
Damn,
got
I
Bruggs.
didn't catch him.
Bruggs for $5 says, "I remember the crash out dude from the Boogie stream. What a classic!" Oh yeah, he was on the stream with me that night too. So I think it was that 8 hour stream. It
Oh,
was.
man,
It
we gotta
was.
watch that.
Uh,
We gotta watch that.
he said.
We gotta
So
watch that.
Bruggs said, "I remember the dude, the crash out dude from the Boogie stream. What a classic! What kind of weirdo would donate to get brought onto a show, though? LMAO, weird shit for real. If you don't know, Bruggs has donated to be brought on Aussie a few times. Great
Yeah.
guy. Love Bruggs. He also donated $1 earlier. Don't want to forget about that. Thank you, Bruggs, for the $1. And then going back in the chat, I don't think I missed anything else. I think we're
Man.
good.
You know who surprised me? I didn't even know the guy the painter guy that was coming
Seth Looks.
yeah, and he
Yep.
said some racist thing. He said something racist, but
Maybe
it went over
wasn't
my
Seth
head.
Looks.
I didn't even know what it was. I had to look it up. He said
No, you must be
he's-
talking about the guy who said, I think I know exactly what you're talking about. It was,
he was
Keem
on
said-
wasn't he on test or
yes,
was
it was on Locale Aussie or Dark. It was with the Tech Protect guy.
yeah,
And he
dark,
came in,
locale dark.
and he described the word that he said. There's a he wasn't. How do I describe this? All right.
I didn't I never even understood the word. I had to look it up because everybody's like, oh, he said something super racist. It's the most racist thing in the South or something. Now I'm not from the South, so and I had to look it up, and I was like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
Keem literally
He said
said,
two
if you-
things.
He said if you have to Google this derogatory term, like if it's so just out there that you have to Google it to even like
Yeah.
know that it's not something you should say, you're probably a professional racist. So Keem
Bro,
banned
he's a
him for being a
professional.
professional racist.
Because the way he slid that in, he slid that in, and he slid another racist term in like back to back, and then somebody caught it. Somebody caught it. Like, wait a minute.
Guys, Knightmare's having some connection issues. This can be stressful. This can make you feel like, the show is failing, but what you can do is you can show Knightmare some support and let him know that this is not a problem. This is not an issue. That you're looking forward to seeing the pre-recorded stuff that's coming from this event because it's going to be badass.
Is he at a what kind of is it a gay pride event? What is it?
No, he's at a music festival. They have Green Day playing and other notable bands.
Oh,
that
they
I've
got
never heard
Green
of.
Day.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Green Day. I love Green Day and Third Eye Blind. Those are like my favorite bands.
Yeah, there's a few
Green Day,
bands
huh?
out there. But
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
let him know, guys, if let's see. We are at We are at.
Woodstock.
We need $100 to reach our goal. Let me update the goal real quick. So
I just
give me
can't be in
one
the tent.
second.
I could never go to no music festival. There's no way. No way. Absolutely none. No. Mm-mm.
All right, guys,
No,
we're
no.
getting close to that goal. We are at 105 out of 200. If we get to 200, then Knightmare will be waking up one of his friends who's at the event with him with smelling salts. Not a good way to wake up.
I want to see the chat though. I want to see the chat. Name y'all favorite band though, bro. Let me see if the chat is on some bands though, bro. Like my favorite band is definitely Third Eye Blind, definitely Incubus, and I gotta go with Nirvana. Of course, everybody gonna go with Nirvana. And definitely, man, shit.
I like Pink Floyd,
Come on.
Tears for
Pink Floyd
Fears,
tough.
Journey. All my
Yeah.
music taste literally matches my look right now. It's very, very classic.
Yeah, Tool is my favorite though. I mean, I went to go watch Tool, and Tool went crazy.
Dude,
Tool go crazy, man.
as I was telling Nightmare, the only band I've ever seen live, I went to one concert and it was Loverboy and Foreigner. But seeing Foreigner live is one of those like to me that was like I almost don't want to go to other concerts because I don't want to. I want that to be
Yeah.
the top because that was one of the best experiences I've ever had. I was one of the only people in my group of friends who remembers it because everybody got wasted. I threw up all over the side steps of my friend's grandma's Lexus because we took her Lexus out there. So it was nice, but it was crazy because the current lead singer that Foreigner has isn't their original lead singer. So a lot of their popular hits, it was another vocalist who was singing it, and he left the band in the 80s, I believe. But the guy they have now, and I can't remember the names off the top of my head, but the guy they have now matches his vocals very, very well to the point where I didn't even know that there was he was a different guy. Sounded like the recordings. It was one of those. I've seen recordings of different bands singing, and it was just not good. But
I think somebody
we've
said
got-
Tech Talk is up.
they're up. All right, let me get that. Let me get that
Okay.
redirected.
Redirect in 8 minutes.
All right. Well, yeah, we've got 1 minute before the redirect.
Can you hear me?
So, yes, we can hear you. We got 1 minute, so
Great.
let them know
See-
what's going on.
Yeah. I can't wait for Tech Talk though. CD-ROM. Man. It's gonna be. Hey, we can't hear you, Nightmare.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
hear
go
you
ahead, go
on
ahead.
and off. We'll both stop talking, and hopefully you come in.
We can hear you. Keep breaking in and out. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're going in and out. But while he's trying to get that sorted out, Yo Mama, we appreciate you showing up,
Yep.
helping out.
Hey,
It's always good
hey,
talking to you. I love talking
All right,
to
guys.
you,
The awesome
man.
votes for everyone to support the stream today.
He goes in 1 second.
I
Listen,
really
man.
appreciate.
Yeah. Listen, shout outs. Hey, man, shout outs to Let Me On, man. I
You
came up
guys-
here for Fat Grim. Prayers up for Fat Grim. Also, man, check out goddamn Tech Talk
Local
today. It's
Tech
gonna
Talk.
be interesting.
It's gonna be good.
CD-ROM is about to lose his damn mind. He about to bust one because goddamn Glammy ain't gonna be there. He already got blue balls, so you know what I'm saying. I can't wait to see it. So I'll see you
Yes,
guys.
sir.
Next show, man.
Yep.
All right, man.
We'll see
Have a
y'all
good one.
tomorrow. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. It's been a pleasure to come and help Knightmare out. Knightmare's having some connectivity issues, but I can speak for him when I say that the love and support is appreciated at the highest level. And you guys,
Sure.
you Testies, one of the most supportive viewer bases out there. Thank you so much, and look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Enjoy Tech Talk. Goodbye.
Deuces.
All right, Knightmare, I don't know if you can hear me.